What's up, YouTube? Before I break down the sales process for you, you guys are going to enjoy this video. I can't give it to you all right now. I think we're already over 20 minutes on this film. However, we've put together a course that's completely soup to nuts. I've brought everybody in from my marketing person, my legal team, mortgage brokers, credit restoration, title companies, everything you're possibly going to need. Plus, we give you the paperwork and the leads if you're in the state of New Jersey. If you're somewhere else in the country, we'd like to grow with you. We're looking for people to train. The link is down below. Go ahead, click on it. It's available on our website for $97.97. Smash it right now. There is nothing out there like it. I have sold in excess of 52,000 of these things over the years for over $3,000. You're getting it now because of the coronavirus and social media at a discount. You're welcome. No, I got all these deals, but I didn't get paid yet. Well, that's because you didn't sell them. Stay tuned. We're going to teach you how to manage the sales process. Congratulations, you got your first deal, or maybe you got a whole bunch of them, and now you got to sell them and make some money while you continue to market and buy more. We're going to teach you to make the sales process manageable, but in order to do that, I'm going to have to take you to the boardroom. How the hell do you guys always beat me here? I mean, it's really beyond me. I don't know how it happens. It's an interesting phenomenon, but I'm glad you're here. So, let's go over the selling process. You've gone out there and you got a contract on your first house, and in the event you did that and you want to wholesale like all the cool kids who are actually assigned the contract, which is what it's legally and properly supposed to be, or if you're selling a house, you are going to have to market and generate leads. And just like when we buy houses, again, I am just like a beautiful woman. I am an attractor. Business works better when they come to you. Think of it like going out to a bar to pick up a chick. If you walk up to a girl and go, hey, can I buy you a drink? Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, maybe you'll get slapped. I don't know. But if a beautiful woman walks up to you and goes, oh my God, Chuck, I think I know you. I've seen your YouTube videos. Can I buy you a drink? There's about a 110% chance that I'm gonna close that deal. Matter of fact, it's already closed. It's only a scheduling conflict at this point. You are gonna have to market to generate leads. If you have a house that you're trying to sell or a contract that you are trying to assign, in which case you are not selling the house, remember that. You are selling your right to purchase the house. Either way, people need to know where it is. Most people like to buy houses in neighborhoods that they drive through or live in. So even in this day and age of digital media, nothing seems to work better than a sign in the front yard. And again, we are doing this by ourselves. We are not doing this with realtors. You are in the business of buying and selling houses. A lot of times for people, on your first couple deals, the margins can be incredibly slim. The average realtor's career is something like 6 months. And if you're like me, you've found yourself with this business. You're going to be in it for life. So you might as well just embrace it right now. Sales is beautiful. There is no higher paid profession on planet Earth than sales. Salesman is like Jesus Christ. That guy walks on water. Time to be the rainmaker. So put signs in the front yard. You can try all this digital marketing, but if you have enough houses that you're trying to assign contracts on, eventually the real estate commission is going to come along, find your website because you've pissed off a number of realtors, and they're going to ask you to take it down for practicing real estate without a license. That's an expensive battle that you can win, but you're going to have to fight it again and again. This is why on our house buying websites, we don't have pictures of houses. Okay? Can you use a realtor? Sure you can, but I'd rather you learn how to sell because, again, it's the highest paid profession on planet Earth, and I just believe the money's better in your pocket than somebody else's. If I'm wrong, tell me different in the comments. You can try other things. You can try Craigslist ads. You can try digital marketing. Okay? If the house is not on a main street, put an arrow pointing to it that says house for sale or even just house. Word of caution, this is a mistake that I made years ago in Jersey City. Do not put an arrow pointing to the house that says house for sale or open house today, going the wrong way up a one-way street. You will cause a head-on collision and feel like a total asshole. I know I did. Once people start contacting you, before they see the house, you are not a realtor. You are not a glorified door opener. You are not a chauffeur. Your job is not to win people over, walk them through a house and state the obvious. This is a living room. Oh, wow. If you didn't tell me that, I would have taken a shit right here on the floor. I thought it was a bathroom. Thanks, realtor. You are a business person, okay? And once you push it to a certain level, I might even advocate owning a real estate brokerage or several, like the guy I know. People are gonna call you. You're going to either answer the phone yourself, or you're gonna drive those calls to your Pat Live system, which I've mentioned before. I'm gonna advocate you use it. You're gonna get my phone script, and we're gonna address that in a later video. So you're gonna get your first virtual assistant and an employee at a very low cost. Plus, we've actually cut into our own commission to give you a discount and pass the savings on to you. Thanks, Chuck. Oh, you're welcome. Pat Live is going to collect and retain information from your sellers. You're going to get their phone number, you're going to get their address, you're going to get how much they have as down payment, everything else. You are then going to develop a relationship with a friendly mortgage broker. Right now, I'm particularly fond of a gentleman named Matt Victoria. Matt, I just gave you a plug that's going to get like 5,000 views, so you owe me, bro. Talk to you soon. He is going to pre-qualify that person before they ever see the house. If they're not pre-qualified, do not show them. There is no reason. If they are not pre-qualified, many times they are not pre-qualified because they do not have good credit. We have a credit restoration system that I have been working with for something like 14 years. It's a national nonprofit. I've restored my own credit 3 times. I'm ready for the 4th. Once you learn how to do it, you'll be absolutely financially fearless and you won't be afraid of trashing your credit. However, when you have people that want to buy a house and it's their dream home and you can't sell it to them because their credit is shit, you are going to embrace the sales process again. Once you've embraced that, you are then going to sell them credit restoration. It is the easiest pitch possible. Hey, your credit sucks, you can't buy your dream. However, for about $400, I can help you fix it. It's going to exploit the Fair Debt Reporting Act. You are going to get a series of challenge cycle letters made out to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Your job is to open those letters, put them in the mail them to the 3 credit reporting companies. If they don't come back to you in 30 days with a response saying that we're not going to take that off, or we are, by law, after 30 days, the negative stuff on your credit report has to fall off. Credit scores will skyrocket. This is a business that all mortgage brokers should be in, or anybody else who rejects people for credit. Even if you're a used car salesman, you'll make more money. If you have somebody who you have denied and then shown them the light like it shined down from the heavens and said, this is how you're going to buy your dream house, by selling them something that truly helps them, you have built something we like to call loyalty and a relationship. Believe me, they are going to come back to you later and purchase a house. You're welcome. Whether you've had to restore their credit or not, you are then going to take everybody who has called your Pat Live system. You are going to save all their information. You are going to start building a buyer's list. I don't care if you have a software program, a Word document, or you use Excel. Whatever you do, again, you are paying with your time and your money to collect and retain as many buyers' information as possible. Your buyer's list in many cases can be more valuable than your deals. Eventually, when you've restored enough buyers' credit and you have tens and even hundreds of them, you're not even anything more than a personal shopper for people who you know are already pre-qualified that only want to buy from you because you made them that way. Do you think they like you? Let's hear it in the comments. I think they do. And by the way, smash subscribe and hit that little bell. Do it for yourself because I know you love this and I'm not even halfway done. Why does nobody give it to you real like this? What's wrong with all these YouTube people? Anyway, eventually, time is gonna come to show the house. And we're gonna do this a little bit differently because I don't show houses. It's just not exactly my style. I got better shit to do, like take a nap, go fishing, or make these videos for you, maybe even work out. So there's two ways to show the house that I am very, very fond of. We're gonna make extensive videos on these in the future. The first one is gonna be what I like to call the lockbox trick. Somebody showed me this years ago because I spent literally 12 hours driving all over the state of New Jersey showing houses, and then I realized that through the art of continuous improvement, I never even had to get in my car. And we want to make as much money as possible with as few moves as we can possibly make. So what I need you to do is buy lock boxes, and we can even give you a link where you can buy them at a discount, or we'll have it on our website for you. You might as well buy a case if you got more than one house. They all come with a preset code, 0000. You can get complicated. You can change the codes for different houses. It's only more that you're gonna have to remember. It's one of my core beliefs that people are genuinely pretty good. Plus, if we're gonna give them the code to our house, we already got them pre-qualified, so there's a good chance we already got their social security number and their driver's license. I have done this in some of the worst neighborhoods imaginable, and initially I always thought maybe somebody's gonna steal my fridge, and then I thought to myself, if they steal my fridge, God bless them, that thing's heavy as shit. I don't wanna carry it out of here. They must need it more than I do. You are going to call your buyer back after they have been pre-qualified. You are gonna set up a time for them to see the house. Maybe you'll tell them you can meet them there, or you can be like me and go, I'm just gonna give you the lockbox code. I don't think you should meet them there. Matter of fact, don't show houses because that's when people start nitpicking. You're going to tell them, and this is not gonna be a lie because I want you to talk to your neighbors, the neighbors are watching the property for me. A lot of times I'll have the neighbors on a text distribution list nowadays. I give the buyer the lockbox code. Many times they can't remember it, so I have to remind them. It is 0000. Congratulations, now you know how to get into every house that I'm showing. They open it up, they get the key. They go into the house. You can tell them, spend as much time as you like. However, I insist that you call me or text me. When you leave the house, you lock the door and you put the key back in the box. In the event you don't do that, the neighbors in many cases will do that for you. And in addition, many neighbors will actually bring you buyers because they have friends and family they'd like to move closer to them. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Thanks, Chuck. You guys are welcome. Again, if you haven't smashed subscribe yet, you really want to think about that and slide that little bell thing all the way up to all. So, that's one of my favorite ways of showing houses. We can do an extensive video on that for you in the future, and we plan on it. The other thing I like to do, because there's only two things you can do in business, magnify or multiply, so you can get in front of more people at once, or you can clone yourself and use the principles of leverage. Yet another good video coming in the future, where you can actually have people show the house to themselves. The high pressure open house is definitely my second favorite, sometimes my first favorite because I get to be mean. Way to show houses. We will set up a day and time to have an open house. Now this is not a realtor's open house. I don't have a license, which gives me a license to be the CEO of not giving up. We'll call everybody who called us back, sometimes 40, 50, sometimes hundreds of people. And we will give them all the same appointment time. 12 noon on Saturday is your time to show the house. You're gonna have to get there early at 11. Maybe you wanna get some balloons. Maybe you wanna get a popcorn machine. One time we got a clown. There will be a line. It'll be like entering a concert. It's absolutely insane. You open the door. Again, you collect people's contact information. You check them off. If you have a friendly mortgage broker, have him sitting there with a laptop. Again, pre-qualifying people. Walk around. Don't talk to too many people. Look for the person who is nitpicking, going, "Oh my God, there's a crack in the ceiling up there," and go, "What the f did you just say? Did you come here to disrespect my house? Get the f out!" And if anybody else here doesn't like the house, you can leave now too. And it's amazing, nobody will have another problem. Sometimes you have to forcefully throw somebody out. Whatever, throw the fear of God into them. They'll know you're the boss immediately. And it's amazing, nobody else finds a problem after that. And then what starts to happen is people start making offers. They will come back. They'll bring their spouse as quickly as possible. They'll bring their checkbook. And since we're not realtors, we don't have to keep this confidential, so you can leave all the contracts lined up on the table with checks, and people know what they have to be. Not like shady realtors who leave stuff and walk away. You can be right there. Also, if we're going to take a step back for a second and talk about the lockbox trick, when somebody spends a tremendous amount of time in your house, 2 or 3 hours, you may think, are they stealing my pipes? Are they stealing my fridge? This is in a horrible neighborhood in Greenville, in Jersey City, or the southward of Newark, and honestly, no, they're not. When somebody spends an extensive amount of time in the house, you can reach back out to them, but wait till they hit you up. They're usually going to tell you, "I came back with my whole family and my kids are fighting over bedrooms. We want to buy it." Make them come to you, just like women. I don't go on dates. I like delivery. Okay? Those are my 2 favorite ways to show houses. When the time comes to write up a purchase and sales agreement, we use the exact same purchase and sales agreement that we use when we buy. We know that our purchase and sales agreement has liquidated damages language throughout. This means whatever the person buying sticks out, if they don't close, it can be cut off and they can lose their down payment. So, everybody experiences buyer's remorse, myself included. I can remember the first house I bought with my first ex-wife, the prosecutor, and the day before closing she's going, "The house is a piece of shit, I don't want it, blah, blah, blah." And well, we're gonna lose the 80 grand that I put down. And it'll actually force you to buy. You get as many checks from as many people as possible. You're going to accept the highest and best offer with the most qualified buyer. Again, large, non-refundable deposit. More money on the line will keep you from walking away because you don't want to lose your deposit. The purchase and sales agreement will then be accepted. I will then encourage you to do something else that realtors can't do. We are going to steer the client. Here are 5 lawyers that we use. In the event you use one of these 5 lawyers, we will give you a seller's concession so you have more money in your pocket after the closing. We'll cut into our own profits. We will cover your closing costs. And we will even give you a rate buy down for using our mortgage broker so you can get a lower mortgage rate by using our friendly guy right here than anybody out there in the general public. And this allows you to peer into the process and see where you are. The mortgage process is incredibly complicated. I've actually referred several personal friends who reach out to me almost on a nightly basis. "Hi Pam, don't worry, your house is gonna close. I took care of it. We good?" What you're gonna have to do is help your mortgage broker. These people are very busy. There's a lot of moving parts. A lot of times they don't have the staff they should. I need you to function as a little loan processor, and instead of being on opposite sides of the table as your buyer, get up, walk over, sit next to them and go, "I am here to help you with this. So let me see the closing conditions. What do we need to do to get this done? Great, Saturday, bring all your stuff to my office. We'll make copies of your driver's license, your social security card, your W-2s, your pay stubs. I have a high volume printer. We could print out all of your bank statements, whatever you need, and please also give the mortgage broker written permission for me to talk to you. Me and you are actually building a relationship and a friendship where I'm gonna give you your dream house at a discount, pay your closing costs, and give you a lower mortgage rate than actually possible for the general public." I just wanna know, when that happens, are you gonna like me? I think you are. You're gonna help them through the mortgage process because honestly, that's where the money is. And a good mortgage broker is a lot more important in these transactions than a good lawyer or a good title company or any of that other crap. If they're not on top of their game, you're never going to get paid. Now, of course, that doesn't apply in cash situations. However, I'm not trying to teach you guys to be some sort of bullshit wholesalers that make $3 grand or $5 grand. Honestly, if it doesn't have 5 figures or 6, you're probably not going to want to do it to begin with. And as a rule of thumb, if you got a deal where you're going to make $50,000, if you're going to pay everybody's closing costs, including your own, you can generally expect to walk with 30. If you're going to make 100 grand, you can generally expect to walk with 75. And that's because you're spending phantom profit, money that you haven't made yet, to make money quicker. I think it's a great investment. You don't want the clock to run out, especially if you're dealing with pre-foreclosures. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. I keep continuing to pull back the veil on how this process actually works. There's nobody else real out there, and it's actually kind of sad to me. So do me a favor, share this video on your social media. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell. I love you all. Don't forget, when you're stuck, call Chuck. Bye for now.